MGM Northfield Park presents The Rizzo Show. And now, your host, Tony Rizzo.
Hello, hey now. Oh, yeah, makeshift set. Look. Hi, everybody, and welcome to The Rizzo Show. We're excited. I've got Curtis Danberg, Senior Director of Communications for the Indians, joining us because everybody's talking about the All-Star Game. Curtis, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's a madhouse. I want everyone to realize, too, we're on a makeshift set. We're getting a brand new $50 million
Good for you.
Fox 8 News set in the other studio. So for a couple weeks, we're going to be here. I got Grandma's chair here, but I did bust out the Bond dinner jacket for you, right? Curtis, just for the All-Star Game here today. All right, Curtis, downtown has been transformed into a giant playground. And the Play Ball Park thing is the center of it all. Explain to everybody what Play Ball Park is.
So Major League Baseball is launching this brand new event. It's the largest baseball interactive festival in the world, and it's coming to Cleveland. Unveiling, we launched it on Friday. We had record numbers.
Wow.
We had 20,000 people through just on Friday. It's been incredible to see the turnout, the support, but really from zip lines to live music to food trucks, that's all outdoors and free and open to the public. Inside is like that customary fan fest they've done for many years.
Right.
You can do virtual reality home run derby. You can meet all the legends. Jim Thome was signed in there. We've got 40 legends, both baseball, Major League Baseball, as well as Indians legends joining the party.
It's supposed to be great. I know that I'll be broadcasting there tomorrow and Tuesday for 850 ESPN Cleveland. We're looking forward to it. I think the real cool thing is, though, now, Curtis, we also have concert venues going on downtown, and some of the biggest names in the industry.
We had 21 Pilots Friday night. We had the Killers last night. Cleveland's own Wellesley Arms opened up for 21 Pilots on Friday. Sold out, free. Tickets went in like 10 minutes.
Look at how many people there are. I mean,
people are loving
insane.
it. The Killers drummer last night was in full Indians uniform last night, playing all night.
The crowds are great. Everybody seems to be just a fantastic. How much money are we bringing into the area? It's tens of millions, isn't it?
$65 million of economic
impact. That is so great. I can't wait. Are you taking the stage soon? Are you going to be? You're doing it.
Nobody wants to hear me dance or sing or anything.
Yeah. Well, from rock and roll to rocking gear, and there is plenty on sale, including special edition hat. I had to get this. Rapper Kid Cudi has this hat. Curtis, you've seen this, right?
I've seen it.
Okay, you can get this thing. That's like the coolest Block C I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, Major League Baseball partnered with Kid Cudi to unveil this new lid.
It's not cheap, by the way. It'll cost you $45, although that's not too much.
Nowadays, that's a normal time.
And it's not something you will see everywhere. I would imagine people are buying all sorts of all-star gear, right?
I walked inside Play Ball Park yesterday, and to see the merchandise the lines were right pretty much down the middle of Play Ball Park.
By the way, if you want that hat, you can go online, Kid Cudi, kid with a K, Cudi with a C.com. That's kidcudi.com. Now, you've got to be the busiest guy in the world. Folks, Curtis is pretty much running the whole All-Star Game. By the way, did you bring my home run derby tickets, Curtis? I didn't see them when you brought. Oh, that's all right. You'll bring them back. Explain how much work this is for all you guys in the Indian organization. But when I said to you this morning, or tonight, I said, Curtis, you guys got to be going crazy. You looked at me and said, Riz, this is the best.
It is the best. This is a tremendous opportunity for the organization, for the city of Cleveland, and it has been a team effort, collaboration between the Indians, the city of Cleveland, the Sports Commission, and Major League Baseball.
Right.
We've had to unite as a group to put this on. It wasn't one person, it was a group of people. And the city of Cleveland has been spectacular. I mean, the CPD has been working 24 hours a day.
Sure.
This planning has been going on for 6 months, almost a year.
Wow.
If you think about, we were all in D.C. last year to prep for this.
Right.
And for it to be here now, it's incredible.
Bobby D was on a couple weeks ago, and he said the first All-Star Game he did, there were 6 people that were involved in putting it on. How many? You guys had dozens going, right now?
Yeah, we have a core group of about 40 people, and then we've got another volunteer group of front office employees of another 50. So you're talking about 100 people in the office that have a role.
And if you know your history, you know that Cleveland has hosted the most All-Star games in Major League Baseball of any city. Of course, the game is Tuesday night. And Curtis, I got to bring this up.
On Fox 8?
You were there. It is on Fox 8. And you and I were there in 1997 when this happened.
Into left center field. Hometown hero, goodbye.
Alomar Jr. What a fitting way for that game to end, and what a big moment for Sandy in his career.
I still get chills every time I see it. One of the best moments in Progressive Field. Jacobs field
was
history.
Jacobs Field, right?
At the time.
No
To
HD
have
back
Robbie.
then. Yeah, his brother was there. No HD back then, kids. That's why you got the bars on the side of this video.
And I think the coolest thing is his son Marcus came on the field, told his dad before the game, hey, if you win the MVP, I want the trophy.
Oh.
He wins the MVP, comes on the field, grabs it, and says, this is mine,
is
and
mine.
he's had it ever since.
How great. Sandy remembered that at bat like it was yesterday.
I was so pumped up that I remember the first 2 pitches I was swinging before the guy released the baseball. So I'm like, wow. Stepped out of the play, and I said, man, come on, man. You've done this before. You just take a deep breath, relax, and go out there and just try to make contact. That's what you have to do. So I tell people that sometimes you just try to do the necessary just to put the ball in play, and something extraordinary will show up.
Curtis, my childhood, we always watched the baseball all-star game. I've probably seen 50 baseball all-star games. I never miss. Explain to everybody, baseball was the first all-star game. I know everybody does it now, but it was baseball, and it was here.
It was, and not a lot of games were on TV. So for me growing up, just like you, I mean, I look forward to that game every year.
Yeah.
So to have a role in this spectacular event
Right.
is awesome.
I think our city is being well represented, too. As you said, everybody's coming together. All right,
Yep.
What kind of scoop can you give me about what's happening Tuesday night? Like, in other words, who's singing the national anthem? Do we know yet?
Has not been announced yet.
Oh, it's a secret. How about first pitch? Do we have any
First pitch, there's some things we're keeping in
dignitaries, luminaries? I think
celebrating baseball.
I think one of the most special memories I can remember from baseball all-star game. Remember when Teddy Ballgame came out
Yes.
in the wheelchair that year, Curtis,
Boston.
in Boston? That's the kind of special moment you guys are trying to get here, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to celebrate baseball, and there's a couple things up their sleeves. And the other cool thing about Tuesday, and I want the community to hear this and come out and support, and it's about the red carpet show. Come down and be a part of, to be able to have the.
Where is the red carpet?
So it's going to start the Hilton. It's going to go through Playball Park on Lakeside.
Okay.
It's going to take a right and go south on East 9th Street all the way to the ballpark.
Wow.
But Major League Baseball did not do that last year. They brought it back in Cleveland, knowing our community will come out and support and to be a part of it. So 12:30 it starts. Line the parade route.
Wow.
Celebrate the stars and celebrate the city.
Wow. Also, former Tribe player CC Sabathia is going to be honored, right?
Yeah, they just announced when he was in town, he kind of said, hey, if something were to pop, I'd love to be a part of this. My last year, and I started in Cleveland. And
Sure.
Major League Baseball jumped on that, invited him, and we're working through what that looks like pregame, but we're going to honor him pregame.
Curtis, first time I ever saw CC Sabathia, John Hart introduced him at Jacobs Field on the field before a game. He had his mom with him, and he was 18 years old. What a career he's gone on to.
Hall
He's
of
gone
Fame
Hall
career.
of Fame, no doubt.
Hall of Fame
He
career.
did, to be in New York now, to finish up in New York. You know what, though? To me, he'll always be a Cleveland Indian, and he came up through our organization. All right, we've got much more to talk about coming up. Who might be the All-Star MVP? Plenty of Indians to choose from, and home run derby odds, kids. Don't go anywhere.
Alomar always said it every day, Kenny, you go, we go. So, and that was something that always stuck with me. Kenny, you go, we go. So, because again, I always created the havoc from the other teams and started that. And then once I started, everyone just piggybacked and just kept it going. You know, like I did my part, but then they just did their part, and next guy did his part, and next you know, we started winning all these games.
Wow. Kenny Lofton, welcome back, everybody. Boy, a 6-time All-Star, a 4-time Gold Glove winner. Curtis, what do you remember from Kenny and his time here in Cleveland?
He was a table setter. I remember him being a table setter. I also remember his catch, the center field wall off of B.J. Suroff.
No doubt, where
Another
he
great
walked the
moment.
wall. Remember when he walked the wall? And I remember looking at the wall after the catch. His spike mark
Yes.
put a hole in the wall. I will never forget that. And you know what else I remember about Kenny? Was he had that fight. I mean, he really did. I think that whole team, Curtis, I know they didn't win a World Series. I'm going to tell you right now, man, the 95, 96, 97 Indians, some of my favorite teams of all time.
I mean, that lineup,
Ah.
Grover talks about all the time. It's one of the best lineups in the history.
I think Manny was hitting 7th in that lineup.
And Sandy
right?
Alomar's batting 8th, and Paul Sereno hit 30 bombs, is hitting 9th.
From Kenny to Carlos and tomorrow night's home run derby. First of all, can Carlos take the crown? Curtis, let me ask you this. He's going to hit left-handed, right?
He's going to hit left-handed.
Okay. And who's throwing to him?
We're still working through. I mean, Carlos knows, but he hasn't told us yet.
Boy, everything
key,
is
though.
being kept a surprise,
Hey, you know,
folks.
we gotta.
He has 19
Unveil it.
19 dingers. 12, though, have come at home. He likes our ballpark. He will try to become the first Indians player to win the home run derby. Where do you come out on the home run derby because I think it's almost as much fun as the game is today.
Since they changed the format in Cincy in 15, it's been so much better. And I was there in Cincy when Todd Frazier won.
Yeah.
And the way the home crowd
went crazy.
Todd,
wow.
I know our crowd is going to do the same, and Carlos has a chance.
All right, I don't want Carlos, though, to be swinging for the fences for the second half. The Indians are hot right now. We want to keep it going. All right, let's take a look at the bracket. This is the group, the youngest group in Derby history. You've got to make your way through the bracket, and I agree with you. The way they have it timed up now, how does his bracket look?
So Pete Alonso, big hitting outfielder for the Mets.
Yes.
He's going to have to go over that 19-foot wall and left.
Nice.
So
nice.
Hopefully that's a benefit.
A little
for
benefit,
Carlos.
and maybe that's why Carlos is batting left-handed.
Kristen Yelich.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had a phenomenal year. So it's a lot of young stars, and I think that's what the coolest thing about this All-Star game is you have all these young stars that are going to be here for a long time.
I agree. Let's take a look now. Here are the odds for the home run derby because, you get bet on everything in the world. Carlos is 9-1 along with Peterson, Bregman 10-1. Do you agree Josh Bell should be the favorite, Curtis?
Yes.
Okay, I think Pete Alonso is
Josh Bell might put on a show.
Really? I think the top three right there, man. Yelich, Alonso, and Bell are going to have a thing. And look at Vlad Jr. Am I really that old? That Vlad's kid, Vladdy Dottie's kid, is in the All-Star game? Oh, my gosh. Somehow we'll get through it. Tuesday night, Tribe fans will get to see several of their favorites. Of course, first up is Frankie Lindor. And I got to say, Curtis, I got off the plane yesterday. I've been out of town. When I drove out of the airport, there was Frankie welcoming everybody
all
to
over
the
city.
He's the guy, right? He's like the unofficial host.
So we had three ambassadors. We had Jim Thome, Sandy Alomar, and Francisco Lindor.
Wow, that is fantastic. Frankie making his fourth straight All-Star game, becoming the first Indian to do so since Santos. Albert Bell and Kenny Lofton. Curtis, is this guy always in a good mood like he looks to be? Frankie.
He loves the game. He has that passion for the game, just like Omar.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah. And,
so he's always smiling, Mr. Smile being his nickname, but he's a competitor.
Yeah,
too.
He really is. I've seen him chew out teammates on the field that weren't hustling, and that's what you got to do.
He's taken over as a leader.
Right. I was just going to say,
we needed that.
He's a leader now, isn't he? He really came into his own as a leader this year, didn't
Especially missing that first half of the season. I saw it in spring training. When you're injured, you usually don't see that guy.
Right.
They usually disappear, do their rehab. He was out in the field with his teammates doing PFP, working, taking BP. Even if he wasn't taking, he was sitting by the cage, helping support his teammates, and that's what it's all about.
That's phenomenal. But I think the best player on the Indians team, though, this year has been our closer. That is Brad Hand. Curtis, he has been lights out. Maybe the best we've ever had.
First half thus far, he's anchored the bullpen, one of the best bullpens in baseball, which we knew that was a wild card coming in the season. We had it flip over on the bullpen, but having Brad Hand back there to anchor that has been really the key to our success. Look at the adversity we've been through, and to have the record we have and to still be in this race, key to that is Brad Hand.
Chris, I also want to speak to this. People talk about Terry Francona being the best manager in the game, and X's and O's, he's great and everything. But I think this year might be one of his greatest jobs in the first half. As you said, adversity, come on. I mean, the Indians were as cold as the weather to start this season. Look where we're at the All-Star break. They're in this thing.
Same record as last year.
And they're about to make a run. I want to see if the Twins can keep doing what they're doing. They've had a phenomenal season, set records for home runs. I get it. But to do it for another 3 months, you've got to do it before you can do it.
I'm teasing this. Next weekend, the Twins come to town.
Yeah,
for
it's going to be huge.
So don't lose sight of that. We've got the All-Star game, and people are focused on that.
That's right.
The season starts second half. It starts next Friday.
Right.
Twins in town.
Also on the All-Star roster, Shane Bieber. What a nice treat.
It's a late ad.
Right,
Very
Bieber
cool.
Fever. He's pitched really well. Curtis, where do you find these guys?
First big league camp, and he's an All-Star.
Oh, my God. I mean,
Zach Plesac, we go get down and get Aaron Savali.
Does any other team in the major leagues find pitchers better than the Cleveland Indians? I don't think so. Remember, you could see all the Indians in action starting tomorrow night right here on Fox 8. Tuesday, the All-Star game will start what time? About 8:38-ish?
Yep, 8 o'clock.
Right? All right, and maybe it will be me singing the national anthem. You know what else is good? The weather looks good. Curtis, explain. Cleveland in the summer is the place to be, right?
Upper 70s, blue skies. That's when Cleveland shines, and Mother Nature is blessing us with that weather.
Coming up, we're going to party like it's 1997.
Look at that.
Oh, is that Omar interviewing Barry Bonds before? Sorry. We'll be right back. Offsides. Oh. Hey, Curtis, welcome back to the Rizzo Show. We looked into our archives, and I actually remember being here. I don't know how we don't have video of me in this from 1997, but they had an all-star cigar party that you might recognize. We had a very special correspondent working for Fox 8.
We're here with Ozzie Smith. How many All-Star games do you make, by the way?
15.
50, wow.
15, yeah.
That's
You're gonna
amazing.
make 15.
I hope I make at least one. At least one I want to
You
make.
will, you
All right.
will.
We are here with the MVP, Barry Bonds. Barry, what's with the look now, man?
I can't grow my hair no more. I'm losing it. I'm getting bald spots. You know, some people want me to grow it back, and some people want me to keep it like this, but it doesn't grow back anymore, so I might as well just cut it all off.
We're here with Rob Beck, the guy that is leading the National League now with Save. Rob, how you feeling right now?
Hey, this is a great time here at the All-Star Game. It's always an honor to be here. And, hey, to be in the presence of a great shortstop like you, I'm proud to be here. Well, you know, if you're a cigar connoisseur, you have to come to this joint.
Well, Bernie, what do you have in mind for the Browns? What's going on? What have you been doing lately in Cleveland?
Well, actually, since I retired, I've been pretty busy. People think I'm golfing all the time. I've golfed less now than I have at any point in my life. I've been spending a lot of time trying to focus in on bringing the Browns back here. Obviously, everybody knows 99 is kind of our goal time.
Is David Justice officially single now?
Yeah, Omar. Yeah, you know, I'm officially single, but why are you asking me stuff like that on TV?
Oh my God, is that unbelievable? But the stars that were there. Chris, how many Hall of Famers did we have at the cigar party?
Well, I think that lineup had like over 20 All-Stars in it.
Right.
That became Hall of Famers.
I know, and I think Omar took my job that night, but I didn't mind.
Omar could do anything.
Yeah, and by the way, Omar did make the All-Star team.
Yeah.
I know there was Nomar Garciaparra. I think there was a guy named A-Rod and Derek Jeter playing shortstop for the
11
American
Gold
League.
Gloves.
11 Gold Gloves. Curtis, when's he getting in the Hall of Fame? He's got to get in.
He's going to get in. Next year might be tough with Jeter, so I'm looking at 2021.
2021. I had him on the radio show last week, and he's in town. You see him this weekend.
Third base coach.
Yeah, that's right.
Dennis Martinez.
For Dennis Martinez. Speaking of the Tribe, a great place to watch a game. Well, you know where it is. Our favorite spot, MGM Northfield Park. Let's see what's happening this month.
There's a new show in town, Northeast Ohio, and we brought the spirit of Las Vegas with us. Win a 2019 Jeep Wrangler during our 9 Jeeps in 9 days giveaway in July. Earn 1 entry from every point earned from July 1st through July 13th. M Life Rewards members earn 3 times bonus entries on Thursdays. Drawings are held every Tuesday and Friday in July. Introducing TAP at MGM Northfield Park. Enjoy comfort foods, pub classics, and local craft beers. Don't miss all of your favorite entertainers at the center stage. Join us for a hilarious night out with Saturday Night Live Weekend Update co-host Colin Jost on July 13th. Then the ultimate Johnny Cash tribute when Terry Lee Goffey takes the center stage on July 20th. Tickets available at the box office or Ticketmaster.com. Take a Vegas vacation without leaving the state. MGM Northfield Park, Las Vegas.
Hey now, don't forget, stay tuned, kids. Curtis, our good friends, Big Chuck and Little John, are coming up next. Ha ha! What a couple of days we have. Curtis, real quick, I know tomorrow night, Home Run Derby, followed by the game on Tuesday. Now, again, plug the red carpet thing. What time and where do we need to be?
Yeah, community come out, be on the parade route down East 9th Street. Starts at 12:30. See all the best stars. So we want the community to give them the full support they deserve.
Right, and then don't forget the Twinkies are coming to town.
Second half.
That's it for the second half. 2 things before we go. Number one, congratulations, Baker Mayfield got married over the weekend in Malibu. And number 2, Mike Polk Jr. left our show, folks, to go take a full-time job at another station. Michael, I wish you the best. It was such a pleasure working with you for all these years here on Rizzo Show. Those are going to be big shoes to fill.
Huge.
But we're going to be running some people through over the next couple of weeks, and we'll see where that goes. But I just wanted to say best of luck to Mike Polk
Congrats,
Jr.
Mike.
who's a class act. Curtis, thanks for being here.
Always
I know
a
how
pleasure.
busy you are, buddy. I'll see you at
Tribe.
the ballpark. Go Tribe, second half of the season, kids. Good to be alive. Good night, everybody.